Breaking news, my country people. It is quite unfortunate we are getting this report on the Supreme Court Governor, Hope Uzodinma, how 1,000 civilians have been killed, 1,400 houses have been razed within 30 months under Governor Hope Uzodinma in Imo State. It is quite unfortunate we are getting this kind of report, because the inter-society have made it known that no fewer than 1,000 civilians were reportedly killed, while 1,400 houses were razed in Imo State between January 2021 and June 30th, 2023, under Governor Hope Uzodinma, according to the International Society for Civil Liberties and the Rule of Law, Inter-Society. It is quite unfortunate, my country people. Let's find out more as we hit the news. But if you're joining us for the first time, you're very much welcome. I sincerely appreciate your presence. Kindly subscribe and please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. The Inter-Society asserted that no fewer than 1,000 civilians were reportedly killed, while 1,400 houses were razed in Imo State between January 2021 and June 30th, 2023 under Governor Hope Uzodinma. The society asserted that at least 3,700 people were arrested and 320 others disappeared without traces. It added that no fewer than 200 unarmed citizens were also arrested under forced laboring and taken into custody, where they were most likely being tortured or threatened with custodial death. It was contained in a review of its special investigative report on the genocidal situation of Christians in Nigeria and the Imo mass atrocities, issued on April 10/June 12 and May 21st, 2023. The report was jointly signed by Emeka and others. The report also noted that at least 80 of the slain 100 unarmed citizens were openly killed, while 20 were killed in custody after having been abducted and made to disappear. The report partially reads, "The findings from the comprehensive review of our special research and investigative program on Imo mass atrocities unveiled on the 21st May 2023 has shown that not less than 100 unarmed civilians have been killed by the military personnel and other rogue law enforcement agents between the 7th June and the 30th of June 2023, a period of 24 days. An additional 230 civilian homes burnt down and destroyed, with thousands rendered homeless and forced to flee. The two worst hit areas are communities in the Nzumbi, and the neighboring communities include the Aguwa Anonymous Community, all in Oguta local government areas, as well as Amucha, the Mjiba, and others under Oru zone of the state. While 80 of the slain 100 unarmed citizens were openly killed, 20 were killed in custody after being abducted and disappeared. Yes, about out of the 80 that were slain, 100 unarmed citizens were killed openly, while 20 were killed in custody, and not less than 200 unarmed citizens were arrested under forced laboring and taken into custody, where they are most likely tortured or threatened. The Nigerian military and the police authority have also detected trying to influence media reports by compromising a section of the media to change their evil conduct to attacks carried out by unknown gunmen or members of the proscribed IPOB and its ESN terrorists. For instance, attempts have been made by the authorities of the deployed security forces to change the original media report, accusing the security forces of killing at least 50 civilians, burning down of 170 civilian houses in Nzube, and also between the 7th of June and the 19th of June 2023. It continued, therefore, in the past, in the past 30 months, or in July 2021 to the 30th of June 2023, under Hope Uzodinma as the governor, a total of 1,000 civilians, I beg your pardon, have been killed, 303,700 have been arrested, and 320 have disappeared without traces. No less than 1,400 civilian houses have also been burnt down or destroyed, and their occupants have been forced to become homeless, and displacement, during which at least 600,000 members of the defenseless general population were forced to flee to avoid being class criminalized and falsely profiled, abducted, arrested, detained without trial, or killed and forced labeled. 7 out of the 8 armed non-state actors operating in Imo State have killed at least 730 and abducted 940 others since then. The Inter-Society has, investigated and found that victims of the Muslim-controlled security forces atrocities in Imo State are targeted on the grounds of their ethnicity, religions, and identity, the statement added. Well, my country people, like I said, this is quite an unfortunate information. This report is reaching us. All the atrocities committed under Hope Uzodinma, the Supreme Court governor. Hope Uzodinma is to be held responsible for the killings, for the disrupting, the destroying, the displacement of his own people. He is an enemy to his own people, and that is an obvious fact. And at the end of the day, when you see all these crimes going on in the state, Hope Uzodinma will label it on the IPOB. We label it on the ESN, accusing the IPOB and the ESN of doing all manner of things. Meanwhile, undercover, he knows what is going on in the state. So my country people, what are your thoughts concerning this? I'm sure that this Supreme Court governor, Hope Uzodinma, is ready to sacrifice anything. He's ready to sacrifice innocent blood just to retain his seat for a second tenure. Now, what for some politicians these days, oh, but I'm sure posterity will pay him heavily. All the things that has been committed, all the evils that has been committed in the state against the innocent people of Imo State, those will not go unanswered. He will have to answer for all the crimes committed in the state. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts concerning this in the comment section. Thank you. Bye for now.